Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my No Man's Sky video. This is Shaolinmagi, and this is episode 44 and recap of yesterday's episode. Episode pretty good. I completed Dreams of the Deep. Pretty happy about that. Got some sort of I can't remember the name of it, but it's like an underwater sort of mariner's helmet or something. And after that, pretty much just went ahead and continued on the autophage missions. For today, I think I just kind of want to make this more of a chill video. I notice a pattern with myself, at least with this new guy. I do a couple quest chains and then I want to take one or two episodes to just kind of do things here and there. So I was talking about a few episodes ago that I'd like to start making some recipes. So I think I want to definitely do some of that today. And also, uh, obviously, go debrief my freighter frigates, send them on another mission, go to the settlement. And then pretty much after that, I think I'm just going to go and round up. Maybe I'll stop by the drop pod locations and get some suit upgrades, grab my resources, and then I want to make a couple recipes. And if I'm lucky, I'm not going to make any promises here, but I did pick up a emergency signal scanner for derelict freighters. So if I have time, I might try to squeeze that in from the middle to the end of the video. I'm not sure at this point. And oh, and yeah, it's funny when I first opened up autophages on my main character, I wasn't so crazy about their appearance, but yeah, I've grown to really like autophage appearances a lot. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and warp to my freighter, and I will meet you all there. Okay, back at the freighter, and we're just going to go ahead and quickly debrief these guys and send them on another mission. Indium. Chromatic metal. So yeah, there's a lot of mining bases that I really don't need to make just because of these guys. Like I get a lot of indium from these missions, which is pretty cool. I really, when I decided to make the activated indium site, though, I really wanted to do that because it's such a good way to collect chromatic metal and magnetized ferrite. The ratio is pretty insane. So that's one of the most important mines for me. That along with the uranium. Okay. Oh, salvage frigate module. All right, one more. Debrief commander. And yeah, if I can get in a derelict freighter today, if industrial cargo link, that's for corvettes. Okay. Yeah, if I can get a frigate module, that'd be great. Potential expeditions. Oh, wow. Top one is like pretty tough one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this is exploration. I will send a S-class combat and X-class exploration out, but then the rest I want to send is pretty much C-class. So I'll send a C-class support, and it doesn't look like I have any C-class exploration guys. So we'll just send out those two. All right, I feel pretty good about that. And balanced. So I'm going to go with the industrial. We'll go with industrial. And then my Raider, he's got fairly decent combat, right? If you look here, 23. I mean, this S-Class guy's got 24, so I think I'll send him. And then I've got a C-Class industrial. I could use one more industrial and one more support. I'm going to go with this guy. He's got fairly good combat skills. And then one more industrial. And right here, I guess. Okay. Combat. This is an easy one, so I guess I'm gonna send all low-level guys out on this and see how they fare. But what I'll do is I'll probably send 2 C-Class combats and let me see here. Send 1 good support, and then maybe an exploration and a I'm not too sure what I want to do. Well, send 3 combat. That should be good. The exploration guys just kind of tagging along. All right, so this is balanced, so pretty self-explanatory. So I've got 2 combat. Well, combat, trade, support, exploration. I'll send kind of an A class, and then I think, yeah, and another support. All right, last but not least, send a good combat, good support, exploration, and trade. And another, send this industrial guy. Pretty balanced. All right, everyone, I'm done pretty much sorting out my inventory and all that. I do need to stop by a space station. I got a lot of stuff to sell. All right, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sell a couple things real fast. Maybe check the mission agent, see what he's got going on while I'm here. But first I want to throw this thing in here. Getting all these Corvette parts, I might just kind of like add stuff to the Corvette in the future. I don't know, maybe open up more space or something like that. Scan minerals. Yeah, definitely going to do that. All right. But first I am going to go, when I leave here, I'm going to go ahead and go to the settlement. I'd rather not... Okay. But they probably have a specific planet they want me to scan, which is fine. Okay. Sell this stuff and then head on out. Oh, you know what? I do want to sell a good amount of my indium, activated indium, because I haven't picked any up from my indium site, so I think I'm going to sell most of this. I'll sell like 15,000 of it because when I go pick my activated indium up from my site, that's 4750 of it right there. All right. Okay. Left with 4,000. Then I'm going to sell 7 of these. Put me down to a even 10. All right, everyone. I will meet you at the settlement. Okay, here we are, and let's check the duty status, or the status of this. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. Man, this number is really starting to fall now, and this is definitely starting to grow. It'll be great when this debt gets taken care of, because then these guys will start producing stuff for me. Okay, so let me check and see what's up with the visitor. Conscript Mutt was found unconscious by our scouts, having been revived. They were escorted to the settlement. They're seeking a long lost family member, but have run dangerously low on supplies. The grief in their eyes is real and palpable. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. It'll increase our standing with these guys. And yeah, I'll meet you at whatever building I'm going to unveil. All right, everyone, we're here at the building I upgraded yesterday, and like I was saying, I don't think that this is. I'm guessing this productivity will not change, but worth keeping an eye on. 1,300, and let's just check it out. Yeah, didn't change. An amino chamber. Let me see if I can make an amino chamber real quick. I can make anything at this point because I got my Corvette with me. You know what? I'm going to look around for maybe another building, and I will catch up with you shortly. Okay, I think I found an awesome opportunity for a building to upgrade, and I kind of been missing this one, but got a farm module here, so this is absolutely probably going to increase in productivity as I upgrade it, right? And it's a Class C, so it only takes 120 nitrogen and 17,000 productivity. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that nitrogen right out of my Corvette ship, and I will catch back up with you in a moment. All right, let's get this farm module upgraded here. 17,000 productivity, probably going to surpass this upkeep cost when I unveil this thing. And how long? Probably iron half. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and head up into the galaxy map and find out where they want me to go to scan these minerals and complete this mission. So I'll meet you up there. All right, looks like I don't even need to go to the galaxy map. Oh man, it's on this terrible planet. Okay, well, got to earn your money sometimes, right? No big deal. I've got plenty of dioxide on me, so I should be able to handle this. All right, here we are. Got some angry animals. I don't really feel like killing any animals, so I'm going to make a couple pellets just to, yeah, if I can get in some cooking today, so maybe helpful. Oh, he's attacking me. I'm going to be nice and not kill him. Berries. All right. Anyway, I'm not here to feed creatures. I'm here to scan minerals. So, oh, cool. 3 of 6. So, yeah, I must have scanned some minerals when I was here before. Ah, missed it. There we go. 4 of 6. Here's another one. 5. So this was cool it was cool that I took this mission kind of free. Let me give these guys food here so they don't go attacking me. Got a bunch of them running. Really like to get some tall eggs, but milk will be just fine, and so will this fruit. Make a bunch of jelly or whatever it is. All right. Okay, unidentified. Nope. Yeah, here we go. So that pretty much completes it. Very cool. And how far is this? Oh, I got to grab that too while I'm here. Buried technology. Oh, bunch of bad animals. Look at them stalking me and stuff. Just throw these all over the place. That way I don't have to worry about them. All right. Okay, I need to find... I see it glowing. It's right there. All right. I am going to collect some food from these guys. I'll meet you all at the space station. Hey, I decided to stop by my base before I turn this mission in. I want to grab one of these augmentations. I'm going to go ahead and add another spot to my Corvette. So, yeah, I'll meet you at the space station. All right, we're here, and I'm going to go ahead and throw this augmentation in the Corvette. And, I might as well just make a row of them, right? All right, and turn this in. Oops. All right, got a frigate module and repair a damaged item. I don't think I need... Yeah, I absolutely don't need storage augmentations for that. So, meet you at the base. Everyone back at the home base, and like I was saying earlier, I think I want to throw together a few recipes, mostly to basically get rid of some of the resources I have here. And plus, if I'm going to do a derelict freighter, if I could think of some of the recipes I have that are good for hazard protection and stuff like that, I might try to do that. So I'm going to go ahead down to my storage unit, grab a bunch of the food items, add them to this, and then pretty much get cooking here with Shaolinmagi. So stick around. All right, I'm back, and I think what I want to start with is I'm going to just start processing the meats first. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, what am I doing here? Yeah, so we'll go ahead and throw the leg meat in there. Most of these will make processed meat. So let's see. Got a bunch of... Actually, I can add these all to the inventory in here now. I don't want to go through all my frost crystals because that is kind of what I like my primary source of glass to be from, because I do use a lot of concrete in my building. So I'd much rather maybe just plant extra frost crystal for that purpose. But yeah, I'll catch back up with you. I'm going to make all this meat, then I'll catch up with you. All right, everyone, we're moving on to the juicy thorax. And this also makes processed meat. And I'll probably do these really little quick edits or quick check-ins just in case, you know, if you're real new to the game and, you know, you got all these weird food ingredients you don't know what they make or whatever, I'll just go ahead and make a quick cut just so you can see some of the recipes. So be right back. All right. I want to show you something real quick. So some of these right here, some of these meats like salty chunks, raw steak, meaty chunks, all these things that kind of look like ground beef. I can't remember specifically which ones, but if you take these right before you even process them into steak, we'll take the meaty chunks. If you take half of them and put them in there, and then you take another half of them, so let's find some right here, meaty chunks, put them together, that'll go ahead and make you mystery meat stew. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I also think, before I make that, I also think you can pretty much, oh, I put it in my exosuit, damn it. I'm pretty sure you can also just take, say, like the processed meat that you would make from those, and you can do the same thing with these. I'm pretty sure it makes mystery meat stew. Let's check it out real quick, just to be sure. Yeah. So what it, pretty much you can save a whole round of processing, the chunks into these and then these into the stew. You can just go ahead and automatically make the mystery meat stew. So let me try raw steak. I think raw steak may actually work like that too, but let's find out. Yeah, so raw steak turns into mystery meat stew. There, offal sack, processed meat. Feline liver. This turns into purged ribs. No, it doesn't. Okay, everyone, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn all that stuff into processed meat, and I'll catch back up with you. All right, everyone. Also, if you take spider sausage, some of these meats, like I just showed earlier, if you split them up, they will make the mystery meat stew. Mystery meat stew is not something that I want to make a lot of because it doesn't. It basically it improves your sprint recovery or something like that, and I really want something that's going to help me in a derelict freighter. And obviously, sprinting, you can't sprint in a freighter. So, but I just kind of wanted to share that with you. So, okay, be right back. All right, everyone. I want to show you all, if you don't know it already, I want to show you a cool little recipe here. If you take the feline liver, obviously, you could assume that it's going to turn into processed meat, right? As it does. But with this, if you split this in half, hold on. So I've got 16. All right, so there we go. If you split the feline liver in half, you get stewed organs. All right. Now I'm not sure exactly what kind of buff you get from this. So let me check real quick. Mystery meat stew. That gives you the running. Well, here, while I'm here, let's see. So 19 of those would give you plus 15% sprint recovery, which is good, I guess, if you're out, doing whatever, scanning or questing. But the stewed organs, I don't know what that gives. Plus 9 sprint recovery time. Okay, so pretty useless for what I want, but it's nice to it's definitely nice to accumulate a new little recipe there. So I'll be right back. All right, everyone, I'm back. And now the same thing will apply to this lumpy brainstem, right? Turns into processed meat, but if you split it up, you get a totally different thing. You get chewy dumplings. Yeah, chewy dumpling stew. So I'm going to go ahead and make that. Now, this recipe and the last one, I didn't have these recipes on my main character. Basically, I just what I do is I'll see what they make, and then I'll split them up and put them in there, just kind of experimenting. And that's how I learned a lot of my recipes on my main guy. I would just throw things in the refiner or the nutrient processor, and see what comes out. I'm guessing that's probably going to have something to do with buffing my sprinting or something along those lines, but let's see. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool right there. All right, everyone. So that's pretty much it to do, or all that's left to do with the meat products. So next I want to do these hypnotic eyes. I believe these turn into baked eggs, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. Pretty sure they do. Oh no, they turn into horrifying mush, and then the horrifying mush turns into baked eggs. So let me get let me just make a bunch of horrifying mush, and then we'll make baked eggs. Now, I didn't split these up. I will try that. I'll try that in a moment. So I'll catch back up with you. Okay, so I was incorrect. Actually, the horrifying mush does not make baked eggs. It doesn't make anything, but if you split it in half like we did the other things, you get abyssal stew. All right, so we'll go ahead and make some of that because I'm curious what that will give me in terms of a buff. There is a recipe I've got on my main guy called Cream Fingers, and it's a great recipe because it gives you, I believe it gives you 50 plus 50 to hazard protection. Let's see what abyssal stew does. Here we go. So 5 abyssal stew, plus 2 to words translated, duration 50 minutes. So that's pretty cool. I'll have to remember that. All right. Okay, with the hypnotic eyes making horrifying mush, I was getting confused. It's actually larval core that makes the baked eggs. All right. But I just want to check real quick. Okay, so splitting the larval core up doesn't do nothing. But let's go ahead and make some baked eggs. I think I've got more larval core, so I'll go ahead and make those into eggs. I think after that is done, I might go ahead and make some processed sugar. Ton of different ways to make processed sugar. I'm going to use my sweet root first. Then I will make cactus nectar from the cactus and then turn the nectar into processed sugar. But let's go ahead and do the sweet root, and I'll be right back. I'm back. So I just wanted to show you something real quick. So I'm pretty sure most of you already know, unless you're completely new to the game, that sweet root will make processed sugar. Here's something interesting right now. I'm not going to use this recipe to make this because there's another way to make this recipe. But if you take 2 sweet root like we've been experimenting with and you put that in there, that'll make fibrous stew. Now you can also make fibrous stew with steamed vegetables. If you take steamed vegetables and split them up in there, it'll make fibrous stew. I think that is the case. But like I said, I am going to use my sweet root to make a bunch of processed sugar. And now I want to move on to the cactus flesh. And like I said, I'm not going to use the nectar that you make. I'll just make it real quick. The main reason I'm going to turn some of this nectar into sugar is just to get it into my recipe catalog, right? So cactus nectar turns into processed sugar as well as sweet root. But I just want to have that documented in my catalog. So I'm going to make some cactus nectar because cactus nectar with processed sugar we'll make, I can't remember, it's like a jelly or a jam. So now what I want to do is take everything that is going to make processed flour. I may even have to resort to using some of my frost crystals. Well, actually, I'm going to do that just to catalog this in my recipe book. So I'm going to go ahead and make a few glass grains real quick. So yeah, so when you put frost crystal in the nutrient processor, you get glass grains. When you put frost crystals in your normal refiner, you get glass. So now, if we put these glass grains in here, we're going to get processed flour. And processed flour is pretty huge because, make bread, doughs, pie cases. And pie cases are huge because, I mean, at that point, you can pretty much add any kind of jam or whatever, and you're going to wind up making different foods. So, trying to get as much refined flour, so we can also get refined flour from kelp sack. Well, first this is going to make rice, kelp rice. So our kelp rice is done, so we can turn this into flour just by adding it into there. So go ahead and do that. And looks, yeah, it's done. Okay, so we got flour. All right, so let's go through some of the flour recipes. All right, so flour. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to make some. We'll do the milk recipes. That's going to be needed. So yeah, go ahead and make some cream. We've got a little bit of cream here. So again, just for purposes of of getting some recipes in my catalog, I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of sweet butter. So that would take the cream. Oh no, oh, you know what? I think you have to add the sugar to the milk before you turn it into cream. Or maybe you make the butter and then, well, let's find out. So as long as I make pretty much one of these, okay. Let me try that. So if we take the churned butter and we add the processed sugar to it, that may do it. Oh, I have sweet root left. Okay. Yeah, sweetened butter. Okay. That's not something I don't think I need that for anything that I use a lot, but at least I got it cataloged. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of churned butter here with this cream, and I will catch back up with you all. All right, everyone, we have our churned butter. Now here's another cool little thing. If we add 2 churned butters, we get clarified oil. And I'm going to go ahead and make a few of those just to catalog them in my book. I think I'll make like 5 maybe. All right, there we go. And so now I want to make, so I might need, you know what? Let me go ahead and make some yeast. So we will make yeast with Vesium. Make some wild yeast. Okay, everyone, I'm done making my yeast. And 100, I think, is a really good start. So now I want to try to start making some of the different doughs. So let's go ahead and grab some refined flour and some churned butter, or actually some yeast. Let's make dough. I'm just going to make 1 or 2 though. I just want to catalog it. Okay. So that's taken care of. Now let's take and add some. Oh, did it pass? Yeah, churned butter. make pastry. Okay, that's cataloged. And let me see. I think if I add processed sugar to this, it may make sweet dough. It's worth checking out. Sugar dough, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to make pie case. I think it's one of these doughs. I'm not sure. Find out though. Let's do pastry pie case. Okay, so by putting pastry in there, you get pie case. So actually, I want to make a bunch of pastry, and it's probably not going to show up quite yet. You know what? Let me do this. Usually, when you scroll through the different whatchamacallits, yeah, it should show up then. So need pastry, and to make pastry, that's okay. Refined flour and churn butter. So I'm going to make a bunch of that because with the pie cases, a whole lot of options. So I think what I want to do now is I want to take all the fruits that I've got and make some stuff with those. So leopard fruit, if we add some sugar to that, can't remember what jelly or jam we'll get from that, but we shall find out. Furball jelly, yeah. Let's go ahead and you know what? Let me grab that, and so I can put it in the correct one. Okay. Strawberry. Raw jam. Right? So without the sugar, it just makes processed sugar, right? And I don't feel like I need any more processed sugar. Okay, so we'll make some raw jam. Again, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, that's fine. And then I think we do have another fruit, I believe. Let's see. Well, you know what? Actually, let's take some cactus nectar, add sugar to it, and you get cactus jelly. Crab apple, I think. Okay, wriggling jam, yeah. So we'll just go ahead and make all of that. And I think that's all the fruits that I have at the moment. So with all these different fruits or these jams, let's go ahead and make some pies or tarts or whatever. So I got all my pie cases made now. Before I actually make the pies, there's a couple things I want to do. So if we cook up a little bit of this selenium, we get solartillo, I guess. I'll make 5 of those. All right. And yeah, actually, I don't want the selenium in my nutrient processor. There's another thing you get off the hot planets. It's the where's it at? The fireberry. Right, so this makes fire water, and pretty useful. I will get back with you. All right, everyone. So we just got done making our fire water out of the fire berries, and we got done making solar tillo, I think it's called. You make that from the selenium flour. So let's take the solar tillo now. Interestingly, if you just selenium makes solar tillo. This makes steamed vegetables, okay? And if we, I'm trying to remember what it is. Damn it, it's not sugar, Okay, that doesn't make anything. It's this, and I think it might be salt. No, it's not salt. Okay, hang with me here. I'll figure this out. Damn it. It's sugar dough, or it might be pastry. Sugar dough, yeah, it makes healthy wheat blocks. So I want to make one of them because I don't know if I've ever had one of them, and I'm curious to find out what kind of buff this will give me. So go ahead and check that out real quick. Yeah, wheat block. Wow. Plus 4,191 flora analysis rewards. So that's pretty cool. So what I want to do now is I want to take some of these pie cases, right? Let me find them. I don't think I made a whole lot. I need to, oh yeah, I made a good amount. So first we'll add some cactus nectar, and that'll make a spiky tart. Now this isn't anything I'm going to use in like a derelict freighter. I think this, like the others, gives me more runtime or helps my jetpack, something along those lines. Okay, so we've got that. Let's also take the cactus jam, or, well, let's take some sticky honey. All right, with sticky honey and pie case, you get a honey tart. Go ahead and make that just to catalog. Let's take yeah, some cactus jelly made from sugar and cactus nectar. Make a jam tart. So I'll make two of them. Because I want to, no. And then we got some more stuff here. Some cactus jelly, cactus nectar, raw jam. Another way to make a jam tart. So just one, just to catalog it. I think I have some wriggling jam, if I'm not mistaken. Fur ball. Jelly fur tart. Make a couple of these. Okay, and let's put that back. I think I did have maybe one. Let's see. Clarified oil makes solidified greasy pie, and I don't know if I've had one of those, but I am curious what that will do for me. Did I already do the wriggling jam? No, I don't think I did. Wriggling tart, I'll make one. Okay. All right. I'm thinking, well, hold on. Regis grease. So I just made one of those, I believe. Let me double check, though. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking the firewooder. I may be wrong on that, but let's just try anyway. Yeah. The firewooder is used. I think you can put that on vegetables, but all right. Okay. So it looks like I'm pretty much done with my. Well, you know what? You can also add, and I don't think I made any yet. Let me add some. Let me make some steamed vegetables in here, and then we'll move on from that. So These frozen tubers you get on cold planets will make steamed vegetables, along with solar tillo from the selenium plant. So I'll catch up with you in a moment. All right, everyone. So we got our steamed vegetables. Now, there's a couple things I do want to add some of these. I think it's these to the pie case, but also if you take steamed vegetables, okay, and you pretty much cut them in half. What did I have? Well, pretty much cut them in half, you get flavorsome sauce. Okay, so we're going to make a little bit of that. I'll make like 2 of those. All right. So we got some flavorsome sauce now. If we add a pie case to these, I think it makes a fibrous pie, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah, high fiber pie. So let's make one of them. All right, and now for the time being, I think I'm done with the cooking. What I want to do now is I want to start checking what each one of these tarts and pies and all make. So let me so that's just pie case. Got the stews. I also want to take, and I want to take this cactus, star bulb, fungal mold. All that stuff goes in a different storage container. Frost crystal or frost wort, whatever it is. Oh, and I got plenty of these, so you know what? While I'm testing everything, I think I will make a ton of these steamed vegetables with the frozen tubers right here. All right, here we go. So a lot of these I've already checked. I'll probably wind up going through a bunch of them, but let's see. High fiber pie. Okay, so this is exactly what I want for like a derelict freighter, right? Plus 26 hazard protection. That's really good. So I might wind up making a couple of those. Let's try dumpling stew. Oh yeah, that's the mining speed one, of course. Okay, so the high fiber pie is a good one. Healthy. This gave us more units for scanning flora, I believe. Let's try jam tart. 42 shield strengths. That would be nice for the freighter as well when you're dealing with those little aliens. So jam tart and high fiber pie seems to be really good. That's the mining speed. We checked that out. I'm pretty sure I checked this out. Yeah, sprint recovery. Okay, so far the high fiber pie and I believe the chewy dumplings, no, high fiber pie and something else, the jam tart, are sort of the winners so far. What about the greasy pie? Ooh, wow. Plus 316 jetpack tanks. Again, no good on a derelict freighter, but really awesome. That's something I definitely would want to keep with me while I'm out running around. Honey tart. 113 life support tanks. Again, that's great for everything, pretty much. Wriggling tart, I think that's, yeah, jetpack. 307 jetpack tanks. That's good for when you're out, obviously. Fibrous stew. 13 sprint recovery time. And that would last 24 minutes, right, with just 3. So that's really good. And spiky tart plus 62 heat resistance, which is awesome, right? Okay, everybody, I'm back, and I think that's going to do it for now as far as the cooking goes. I'm pretty happy with the amount of recipes that I cataloged on this guy. There's much more, absolutely, but I wanted to also, aside from cataloging for myself, I wanted to share them with everybody, just in case maybe there was a recipe or two that you all didn't have. So I only got like 10 minutes left, so I think what I want to do, I've been doing a lot of quests for my exocraft guy, but I want to check up on my overseer and my science guy and see if they may have something, something small or short for me to do. So let's check the science terminal, see if he has anything. Traveler, you gather data as you explore, do you not? I find myself hungry for information. Okay, so he's just going to keep giving me little rewards or whatever, I think. Yeah. Oh, little rewards, 600 nanites. Let's go visit the overseer. Construction guy. Traveler friend, you taunt me each time you enter and leave this home of ours. You see the world, and all I see is a world of glass. He's going to want me to take pictures. So I think that would be a good way to end this. Collect images of places you visit so that my eyes can follow yours, except I've already taken the liberty of loading the image requirements into your multi-tool, traveler friend. Take care. Okay, new mission. So yeah, let's check that out. The Overseer's tour. The Overseer requires photo of specific worlds, learn information about planets from space by using the ship scanner. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump on my freighter, and because he's got the planetary scanner, and that way I can just go to a system, scan it, and be good to go. So I will meet you there. All right. Probably going to get in a little scuffle here. Yeah. A little bit of a trap that they're getting themselves into, actually. All right. Yeah, you're going down, buddy. All right, everyone, we're here on the freighter. Let's go ahead and let's go just start warping to places. I don't know. Let's try. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, well, says first contact, so let's find out what planets are in this system here. Rocky. Nah. Okay, nothing here. Um, I'm going to go ahead and warp to a bunch of places. Once I find something, I will check back in with you. All right, everyone. This was the only place I warped to since I was last with you, and I think Lifeless Planet is pretty much what we're looking for. So I will meet you down there. I definitely love the airless planets because you can like fly forever and hop around real slow. You fall real slow, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, this will work. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. So good to go. Return to the overseer. So I will. I'm going to run around this planet a little bit. I'll meet up with you at the home base. And we got some metal fingers here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab them. Bunch of gold and uranium. All right. There's really nothing interesting on the planet. It only has like 3 resources. Aside from that, it's got Corvette parts and the hazardous waste stuff. So, all right, everyone, I will meet you at the base. Okay, everyone, I'm headed back to the base, and it doesn't seem like really my overseer or scientists really have anything more for me. Just little things like taking pictures, and my what is it, my florist or whatever he is. Pretty much just give him a couple different plants, and he gives me some sort of concoction. So I think as far as my specialists are concerned, it's really down to the exocraft technician and my weapons specialist. But nonetheless, let me go ahead and turn this into him. Download photos. What a comfort to see these eyes of glass, traveler friend. The base is full of joy today. Cool. Here, take these crumbs as a token of my appreciation. Okay. And, yeah, while I'm here, let me talk to my florist and give him a couple flowers or plants and see what he gives me. Okay, yeah, Fecium. Oh, you know what? I think, man, I hope the stuff didn't disappear out of my refiners. Didn't. That's great. I think I actually made some Fecium. Had some extra nitrogen and sulfurin. So together that makes Fecium. Yep, awesome. Okay, good. Anything in here? No. My latest creation is sprouted. It has produced the most interesting of seeds. Please take a sample. Okay. Yeah. So I think I'm going to end the episode here. I have a whole lot of I don't know if that would count what he just gave me. I do not know if that would count as an artifact or something, right? This thing right here. Like with these, I believe you can take these to the artifact exchange, and I'm thinking maybe you can take all this stuff. So one of these episodes, I'm gonna grab all this stuff and take it to one of those places. There's one right near me at my Runaway Mold 2 farm, like it's like within seeing distance. So might start off next episode doing that. Which doesn't take any time, really. So, yeah, that's it for this episode. I had a lot of fun with this episode, going through all those recipes, and, hopefully it benefited you all with at least 1 or 2 recipes. But, yeah, so thanks for watching, and until the next time, peace out, everyone.